Here is question number 1.250 from Irodov. In this question it is given that a flywheel with the initial angular velocity omega 0 deaccelerates due to the forces whose movement relative to the axis is proportional to the square root of the angular velocity. Find the mean angular velocity of the flywheel averaged over the total deacceleration time. So let's solve this question. From the given question, the condition is given as tau proportional to minus omega to the power half, or from this condition we can write tau equal to minus k equal to minus c omega to the power half, or as we know tau is equal to I alpha, so we can write I alpha is equal to minus c omega to the power half. So again we can write alpha is equal to minus c divided by I into omega to the power half. Now we can substitute this c divided by I by k, so our alpha will become minus k omega to the power half. Now we have to find the time calculation. For finding the time calculation, as we know, alpha equal to d omega with respect to dt is equal to minus k omega to the power half. Now this, from this equation we can write d omega divided by omega to the power half is equal to minus k dt. Now we have to integrate this equation over, so our limit of this integration will be omega naught to 0 is the limit for omega or angular velocity, and limit for time will be equal to 0 to, let the time is t1 when it comes to rest. So from this integral, if we carry this integration, then it will become 2 omega to the power half within the limit omega naught to 0 is equal to minus k t, and its limit is from 0 to t1. So from this relationship we can say 2 omega naught is equal to 2 omega naught to the power half is equal to k t1. So from this equation again we can write t1 is equal to 2 omega naught to the power half divided by k. So this is the calculation for finding the time when it comes to rest. Now we have to calculate the rotation angle. The calculation for rotation. For angle of rotation. For finding this, as we know, d omega with respect to dt is equal to minus k omega to the power half. So from this equation we can say this d omega with respect to dt can be expressed as d omega with respect to d theta into d theta with respect to dt is equal to minus k omega to the power half. So from this we can say as d theta with respect to dt is nothing but this is omega or angular velocity. So we can say omega d omega with respect to dt is equal to minus k omega to the power half. Now our expression will become omega to the power half d omega is equal to k d theta equal to minus k d theta. Now if we carry out this integration, or if you take integration in both sides, then our integral will be omega to the power half d omega is equal to minus k integration of d theta, and limits of this integration will be from omega naught to 0 and time and angle from 0 to theta. So after calculation, if we complete this integration, then our value of integration will be omega to the power 3 divided by 2 divided by 3 divided by 2 from the limit 0 to omega naught is equal to minus k theta with limit 0 to theta. So our value of this integration will be 2 divided by 3 omega to the power 3 by 2 is equal to k theta. So our value of theta will be 2 omega to the power half divided by 3k. This is our calculated value for angle rotated, and from this equation this is the value for time taken to come to the rest. Now the mean angular velocity, we have to find the mean angular velocity. Mean angular velocity, for finding the mean angular velocity, we have to find the omega mean, which will be equal to theta divided by t1, or which can be written in the form of now the value of theta is equal to 2 omega to the power half divided by 3k, and this value of t is equal to t1 is equal to 2 omega naught to the power half divided by k. So there will be also omega naught. So from this calculation we can find the mean angular velocity, which will be equal to this k will get cancelled, and this omega naught to the power half also cancelled. So after this calculation and this 2 also get cancelled, we'll get the value of omega to the power half, and there is omega to the power half. Theta is equal to omega to the power half, and t1 equal to omega to the power half divided by k. So our value of omega average will be equal to omega naught divided by 3. Because value of t1 equal to 2 omega to the power half divided by k, and the value of theta equal to 2 omega to the power. So from this equation t1 can be written as this, and from this equation theta can be written as to the power not half. This is 3 divided by 2. This was 3 divided by 2. So if you cancel one term, then it will be 3 by 2 minus half equal to 1. So our average angular velocity will be omega naught divided by 2 over the intertime.